Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. In shop I have today this incredible Toyota Highlander. It's a 2006 with 220,000 miles on the odometer. I did a bunch of service on this vehicle in the past, including timing, belt and all the maintenance which was needed. It's a stable customer and this time she's visiting again from far away, the family, and she said please engine oil and filter change, and there's also one more problem with it. The owner told me that none of her power outlets, which are here, is working. This one is not working, and the one on the bottom is also not working. I looked at this item here on the seat and I'm like, that probably draws a lot of amperage. It probably blown the fuse. There must be fuse for both of them. So that should be easy diagnostics. She also said that her phone charger, which is here, the cable, the phone charger also doesn't work. Now what is the best way to find out where are the fuses for these circuits? And of course your best bet is to get in the glove box and get the owner's manual. Because in this awesome glove box, always towards to the back, they are fuses. Look at it, right here. So what we are looking at, there is an engine compartment, instrument panel, or also engine compartment. There could be fuse, one fuse right here, if you have daytime running light system. Now there are many fuses in these boxes. Are you going to check every single one of them? No, there's no need. If the fuse or maybe two fuses are blown because that high current draw from that warming pad or what it is, it should be power outlets or something like that. So let's go and see if it's really here. Just scrolling through it, I see number 10 and I highlight it. So number 10 position, looking on these pictures, means it's in this area. Is a power outlet 20 amp, but there should be more. And if you keep looking through the list, you will find out there's another one. Power outlet number 1, 15 amp power outlets. So that could be ours, correct? 29. Now where is 29? Here the numbers, and 21. I'm looking here, 29. So we have two places to check. One in engine bay and one in instrument cluster. So here we are in engine bay and here are the possible fuse boxes. Relay and fuse, but we are interested in this one, in the big baby. And which one was that? If we look here, that was number 10, power outlet 20 amps. And number 10 in the picture is right here. To open this, you just push on this tab. Sorry, the lighting, it's always a challenge in this shop, unfortunately. This is what it is. Also, good news, if you lost, or then if you bought a used vehicle and somebody lost the owner's manual, Toyota provides you with this chart. You will also find writing power outlet 20 amp. And that number 10 is this one, the green one. And now I have two choices. I can either pull it out and look at it, or I can check it with the ohm meter, with the multimeter. If you want to pull it out, Toyota gives you this little tool right here. You see it? You can come here, grab that number 10, 20 amp, come and look at it. And if you look at it, and I probably will zoom on it for you, again trying to avoid a glare and so on. Let's go look at it. Do you see that wire which is inside between the contacts in that green area? There is uninterrupted wire. Do you see it? If this fuse was burned, there will be a black, like a smoke from being burned, interrupted, and that loop, that little U-shape part which is inside, will be burned, and you will clearly see it. So this one is good. You can put it back. Very simple. You better remember the position, or you will be going back to the either the schematics or in the book. Let me show you the other way to test it without pulling it out. So I will grab my multimeter. I set it in resistance, which is measured in the ohms. Click, click. Now it says OL, it's an open circuit, there's no connectivity. If I touch the probes, it will switch to the zeros. Hopefully you can see it. So I will leave it here so I can see it. And when I come here, and on that fuse there are contacts accessible. Here on the back there's a metal that's part of that fuse. So if I touch those and the fuse is not burned, my multimeter will go in the zeros. Can you see it right now? This glare from these skylights will kill me one day. For filming this is absolute nightmare. So without getting in your way, which is I guess impossible, let me show you. If I touch these ends correctly, the multimeter flies to the zero. So I know that fuse is good. This will be good if you want to go through every single one of them and you don't want to pull them one by one and keep looking at the wires. So we know this one in the engine bay it's good. Let's hope our case will be very easy and that the one which is in the instrument cluster will be bad. Now it says instrument panel, excuse me, not a cluster. It cannot be in instrument cluster, which is right here. I have misspoken. It's somewhere in the panel. Now where is it here? It's a good question, huh? It can be under. If we will look under, I don't think it's visible anywhere there. And it varies on the models. As Toyota was redesigning and changing the models of the vehicles, I think it's in this one. So this little door, which is a little storage door, actually can go up. And when you pull it up, you find a little miracle here. And hopefully there's no glare again. And if I read this entire sticker, or I go back to the owner's manual, I see actually on left bottom corner, second from the bottom, it says power outlet 15 amps. If I look inside here, that's basically the same setup. So that will be second on the left, second from the bottom. It has a blue color, and in this case there's not much space. I will grab the pliers and pull it out. I set on the left, second from the bottom, 15s are blue. Let's go and look at that puppy under the microscope. Right here we will, uh-oh, that's a good news or bad news? I'm not sure. The glare. Where can we see it? Well, how can I zoom on it for you? Look at my friend. This fuse, it's not burned. It's again uninterrupted. There's nothing wrong with this fuse. And these are basically the only two power outlet fuses in an entire vehicle. So now we are walking this puppy back because Houston, we have a problem. The fuses are good and supposedly none of these outlets works. And now you are laughing behind the computer screen and you are saying, Peter, I thought you know better. Peter, you skipped the step number 1. You didn't confirm customer's complaint, didn't you? You just went following what they say. You didn't confirm actually the complaint. So let's go and do that. Let's put this baby back because I think I became a victim of assumptions and believing to the people. I assumed, this definitely could blow the fuse easily because it takes too much of current. I assumed that the customer is always right. Well, let's go and confirm that. I will still leave the key outside because some outlets have a 12 volts accessible at all the times. So how can I set you up so you can see something? That's a problem. So we will be using the multimeter, this time in the volts, and I will be testing the outlet. If you look inside of the very center in the back, you see the plus or minus, and the outer area is another part of this entire unit. So if I touch that very center with one of my tips, and then the other tip will just touch the outside, I need to see the 12 point something volts. So let's go. Hopefully you can see something. And I'm just experimenting without even putting ignition on. So I'm touching this and you don't see the voltmeter. I have nothing. But now I will turn the ignition on. Hopefully the radio will start not blowing or something. Can you even watch that with me? What do you see? Do you see something? I try just to entertain you good. So now we have a voltage. Now we have to have a voltage coming to it. So carefully I'm touching the center. And now I want to see with you. Oh, look at that. 12.13, 12.12. There's nothing wrong with this outlet, my friend. It totally perfectly works. And I assumed that if the customer says, I will say this is actually missing something. It doesn't have that center part. I assumed if the customer says that it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But guess what? She said there is a phone charger. What is it? USB-C. Do I have to even bring some USB-C stuff, or it will show? It should have a little light, right? So let's see. Let me grab the camera differently. The blue light is on, of course. So that was, do you see that blue light right there? If I pull it out, it goes off. I put it in. You can see perfectly that blue light. So it was a mistake to believe that the customer is always right. In this case, something happened with them. There's no problem. No fuse is burnt and everything works perfectly. And I did the same with the voltmeter on the bottom one. And it also, when the ignition is switched on, like right now, I have the same voltage down there. Everything works correctly. So as you can see, it's a bad idea to assume anything. Always follow the steps. Never skip. Never believe other people what they are saying. It doesn't matter. Just keep doing it step by step. You will be not wasting time going around scratching your head. Where are the fuses and so on. But I will post this video because it basically shows you if one of these or both these outlets don't work, this is how you go after that. This is the tools you can use, and you are able to replace your fuses. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumb up. Please subscribe and apparently click some notification button so you are being notified when these videos are posted, because it looks like many of you just have no clue that I made another video. Thank you for watching and have a great day, my friend. And if you were wondering who is this pretty lady, her name is Mercedes. Somebody put it here. It's my personal project. 2008 S550 Mercedes-Benz. 200,000 miles. It's the opposite of Toyota. This brand, such a vehicle, breaks all the time. And if you ever had interest in such a luxury vehicles, and that is a luxury vehicle, you can watch her story on my another channel, which is called Diesel Mercedes. So I can put the link underneath this video. If you are ever interested, you can check her out.